Carolina, State Rep Todd Rutherford, who knew State Senator Clementa Pinckney, also a minister for 20 years. So tell us about Senator Pinckney, Mr. Rutherford.
Senator Pinckney was somebody that was called to the ministry when he was only 13 years of age. He was ordained when he was 18, and he became a member of the South Carolina General Assembly when he was 23. I met him in 1998 when he was still a House member, and then later he got elected to the Senate. He was one of the kindest, gentlest people you'll ever meet. He spoke with a voice like Barry White, a real booming voice. He had a huge presence, but he just never said an angry word. Every time he spoke, he'd take a deep breath to make sure he was saying the right thing. Just simply a great guy. And, you know, the thought of him sitting in that church last night with someone pointing a gun at him, to most of us is unfathomable. The Republican Attorney General in South Carolina called me at 1:30 in the morning. Other Republican members of the General Assembly all reached out. Nobody can imagine the grief that that family is going through and the grief that his constituents and his parishioners are also going through.
All right. He has a wife, widow now, and two young children, correct?
2 young children, and the reports that I'm hearing as to whether one of the children was in the church office hiding when they heard the gunshots, knowing their father was out there being gunned down. Again, it's just the most horrific thing you can imagine. It is.
And the other 8 who were gunned down have similar stories. By all accounts, they're all good people in a Bible study on a Wednesday night. It's, as you said, unfathomable. Now, earlier today, and this is why I wanted to get you on, there are the victims. And you said something that bothered me a little bit. And rather than attacking you, which I don't want to do, I want to play the cut.
That's okay, I'm used to it. Go ahead.
No, but I don't do that kind of stuff. I want to hear, all right? You were describing what the mindset, in your opinion, was of this psychotic Dylan Roof. Roll the tape.
Ill-gotten belief on some wrong belief do that. He hears that because he watches the news and he watches things like Fox News where they...
You want to... You going to stand by that? I mean, it's disturbing. I know you're upset, and I know it's an emotional day.
It is disturbing, but it is disturbing to most African Americans to watch as Fox News continues to cover stories as to whether the president is truly the president.
Okay,
whether he was born in this
I don't know anybody on this network. I don't know anybody on this network who does that. No one. And I see everything here. But let me just ask you a couple of questions.
After 6 years, it has finally stopped.
All right.
So, yeah.
That's, in your opinion, that's happening, but I don't believe that's reality, and you'd have to show me that where it is. Now, you say that this Roof kid watches Fox News. Do you know that he watches Fox News?
No, what I said is
you said
like Fox News.
he watches
I never said that
Fox
he watched
News.
Fox News. I said, again, things like Fox News. And so, again, the rhetoric that he spoke on that in the church when he talked about
you're equating what Dylan Roof did in that church to our commentary here? Is that what you're doing?
People raping white women, about black people raping white women. He didn't make it up. He didn't just generate that out of the sky.
Wait, I just want to be clear here.
You think people watching things,
you think that
Fox News, they think are news but are not.
You think that Fox News justifies Mr. Rutherford? Let me get a question now. Are you going to stand there tonight and say that Fox News justifies brutal crimes against black Americans? Is that what you're going to do?
No, that's you saying that, and you are, again, inflaming the rhetoric. You are exactly what I'm talking about. No, sir, you said that. What I said is people watching the news that they think are news, but it is not. News stories like whether the president is a citizen of the United States, that's not news. That's fallacy. That was carried on your network on Fox News for years.
It was carried on every network, but it wasn't endorsed by any responsible person.
Any person born to a U.S. citizen woman would be a U.S. citizen child.
You know what? I got to say, I think Senator Pinckney, I know you're a good friend of his, and I know you're upset, but I don't think he would have embraced that kind of rhetoric today, sir. I really don't. But we appreciate you coming on. All right.